If I'm being honest, this might be one of the craziest PR boxes I've ever received. Inside here are the brand new unreleased Nike Phantom 6 for Erling Haaland. Nike sent me this crazy toolbox. So we open it up. You may have seen it on my short form Instagram or TikTok, but this is incredible. It's solid metal. It's very heavy, and we'll open it up. So hopefully you can see what's inside, but it opens like this. Look at this. How crazy is that for a box? Look how it opens. It says harness your Haaland on either side. That's incredible. And it's got loads of little accessories in it, which just makes the whole experience of unboxing this wild. So thank you so much to Nike for sending this out to me. Let's dive into it and take a look at everything we got. So first up, we have this glass bottle here, which you're meant to fill up with milk. It's got the Force 9 logo on one side, the Nike logo on the other, because Haaland is a big believer in drinking a lot of milk. Absolutely loves it. Then we've also got this shot clock clicker, as you can probably see here. You press down this and it counts up the numbers. It's because they actually have a challenge for you with these boots, but I could also use it to count the amount of Haaland goals he's going to score this season, because it's probably going to be a lot. So that's another thing you could use it for. I've also got this kind of target zone here, which goes in the top bin of the goal where you can try and hit the target, which is really cool. You can attach it. But the main thing inside here is obviously the boots. Look at them. Wow, that is a wild colorway, but they look absolutely fabulous in my opinion. Let's take a closer look. So I just moved the boots to the side here. We also get a leaflet from Nike here, which you can read yourself, but I'll read it to you. So if you really want to harness your Haaland, you have to harness it all. The soaring volley, acrobatic dominance, the ruthless instinct that turns half chances into highlight reels, the relentless hunger for the next goal. So it says, a glass milk bottle ready to fuel that raw power. You've also got resistant bands to improve strength and exploit weak defenses, a target marker for top bins only, no half measures, and a goal counter that goes up to 1,000, and a ball stand for the inevitable hat tricks that you're going to score. So you also get a ball stand here, which I could probably use to put one of these balls on if you score a hat trick, which is pretty cool. And then obviously here is the boot bag, which is a very nice boot bag. You've got the Force 9 logo on this side, and then on this side it says, remember why you started playing football. And I'll go into that in a little bit more detail in a little while, but let's close this box. This is still absolutely ridiculous. Look at that. So I'll put this to the side and we'll take a look at these incredible boots. I can't believe this happens. Like, I just never will get over it. I never will believe it happens. But thank you so much for everyone who watches and allows me to do crazy things like this, because it's incredible. So let's take a look at the boots. You've obviously got the classic Phantom 6 low silhouette, which he loves at the moment. Fits his feet perfectly, and to be honest with you, it fits my feet perfectly. It might be my favorite boot to wear comfort wise. It just works so well with everything on the boot offers. Is just brilliant. Can't deny it. The heel at the back is so incredibly soft, and that's a huge plus point for me. I've had a lot of Achilles issues while I've been playing, and this boot here, none at all. It's super comfy, no blisters whatsoever. You've got the classic Nike Gripknit wrap that goes all the way around the front of the boot, but also leaves these laces unexposed, and that is in this coral red, almost watermelon-like color, which looks absolutely brilliant. And I love how it contrasts to the green that goes all the way around the heel to the back of the boot, as well as the laces. I just think these two colors, you wouldn't think they'd work together, but they really do. And I think it looks fabulous. You're never going to be missed on the pitch in these. Let me tell you, these are very bold, very bright. One of my favorite things, and it actually probably is my favorite thing about this boot, is the back heel. And when I tell you about the pattern, so you've got this Force 9 logo here, and then you've also got this extra graphics that kind of spray out. It honestly gives me anime tornado. It just looks incredible. They've done a fabulous job of that heel. Not many logos on the back are as strong as this. This looks absolutely brilliant. Well done to Nike and the design team. I think if it had just been the logo, I wouldn't have been sure, but the fact that they've added the graphic around it to kind of just make this whole spiraling effect, it looks absolutely wonderful. So great job on that. You've got the reverse swoosh on the outside, which always reminds me of Travis Scott. Will just always give me that vibe. But I like how it's a slightly different color and they didn't go for the red. I like how they went for a darker color, which then goes into the sole plate, which matches nicely. But they've had slight, like, glistening blue tint to the sole plate, as you can see right here, which gives us this like mysterious, mystic vibe, which I really like. I like how it's a dark sole plate because it's going to get dirty no matter what, so I kind of like how they kept it A little bit different, obviously, to the upper, which is very bright and bold, but then the sole plate remains dark and kind of sleek. I like that. So an interesting fact about this boot and why it's been released for Haaland, it's the same colorway as the first boot that was gifted to him by his father when he signed his first pro contract, which was the Hypervenom 3. You'll probably remember the colorway, so that's why this colorway has been chosen, and that's why it has so many little details. It says remember why he started playing football, because that's when he started playing pro football for the first time, when his dad gifted him those boots and when he scored all those goals as a youngster growing up to become the player that he is today. So small details like that, a whole story behind the boot, just makes it so much better. A signature boot that has a story behind it, that's something you can definitely get behind. In terms of fit and feel for this boot, I have to say there's nothing really like the Phantom 6 on the market right now. For a person with a wide foot, this offers everything. You've got grip on the ball from the Nike Gripknit, offers a wide fit, but also snug around the edges, the heel comfort being perfect. It comes in FG sole plate, which works super well on grass. If you play on grass, there's nothing quite like a Cyclone plate. This is fantastic for twisting and turning and changing direction without being too aggressive. It just works very well for being agile, twisting and turning. They've done a great job of that. But let's take out the insole and take a look at the details I was talking about. So take out the paper from inside and I'll take out the insole, and you'll see they've added small details like this. So this says remember why you started playing football, and I love it. Just small details like that, and it goes back to the history of the reason why he's got a signature boot and why he is the player today. Yeah, that's a good story. So when do these release? These release on April 20th on a Monday, probably about 8 AM I believe on Nike, but you can also get them at other retailers such as Sports Direct. Sports Direct will be stocking these, and they are fabulous. I believe they're only coming in the FG variation. I don't know if they're coming in the AG or SG. I don't know that information unfortunately, but they are coming 100% obviously in the FG variation. Just looking at the Nike branding, you've also got a miniature swoosh here on the inside there and on the outside there, as you can see right there, and then on the inside heel you've got the Phantom detailing here. But let me know down below in the comments, it is a very out there colorway and a lot of people have been a bit divided on it, but I think it will grow on people, especially when Haaland wears them against Arsenal on Sunday. How many goals is he going to score? Will he destroy Arsenal's hopes at the title? Who knows? We'll find out. But this is a brand new Nike Phantom 6 for Erling Haaland, sent in this incredible box. Thank you so much to Nike. Can't believe this happened. These are incredible. Look at them. I really like that heel. I really do. I think that looks absolutely fabulous. Get them in hand and take a look at them because the colorway is pretty crazy, but I love them.